Today we are talking about what snakes are best for beginners. If you've never had a snake before, where do you start basically? And a long time ago I did a video about like the 3 snakes that I owned and compared them and which one would be easiest to own. And I did say ball pythons were the easiest of the 3 that I had, but I'm retracting that statement. I'm taking it back. They are good snakes, they're great snakes, but I've found with time there's a lot of snakes that are easier. The main ones being colubrids in general, but king snakes and corn snakes. So this video is dedicated to talking about a few snakes you can look into if you are wanting to get into snakes but don't know where to start, and which snakes are easiest, and just comparing them. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Alright, so the very first ultimate go-to beginner snake is corn snakes. Are corn snakes, grammar. Corn snakes are colubrids and they come in a lot of different morphs. You have a lot of color choices if that's important to you. They are very quick, very fast moving snakes. These guys are very high energy, they like to move around, they don't really sit still a lot. But you're gonna find that with all colubrids, they're just not they don't sit still. The good thing about corn snakes though is they are a lot more docile and you can hold them. Like I said, I'm sick, I got a migraine, I don't know English right now. These guys you can hold without them biting you, being fidgety, scared, musking on you, things like that. You will have pretty high success rate of these guys letting you hold them. What? Why? Does my eye smell good or something? Anyway, these guys are awesome. They normally aren't picky eaters. You can feed them frozen with no issue. They are generally slower growers. They don't grow super fast and they start off really tiny. But it is important to know that they do get large. Of course, not insanely large, but they're not going to stay tiny. And that's something that's really important to note with pretty much every snake gets a good length. They're not going to stay tiny, tiny and cute. Kenyan sand boas, wow, this whole video is just gonna be me not speaking English correctly. Kenyan sand boas do stay small the longest, I think, out of any snake that I know of, especially males. Since males don't get to a very large... What is he doing? Kenyan sand boas don't get to a very large size, even at their max size, so they stay small incredibly long. I've had my Kenyan sand boa for over a year and he's barely grown at all. You will get some that spontaneously for some reason go through growth spurts very fast, but on average most male Kenyan sand boas do stay small for a very long period of time. Are you comfortable? Are you comfortable? So this is my guy, his name is Lego, just because he looks like he has little Lego bricks all over him. I ran into someone in town that was actually looking to rehome him because he apparently bit their younger sibling. So of course that is something important to note, that even the most go-to beginner docile snake that will put up with almost anything can bite. Snakes will bite, they're animals, okay? I really don't like when people expect an animal not to act like an animal. Yes, your snake will bite. If you can't handle that, the potential of them maybe one day biting you, don't get one. But I will stress that these non-aggressive species such as corn snakes aren't going to bite much of ever if they do, but it's still a potential, it's still possible. Just like if you get a cat, it can scratch you. These guys can bite. They don't have hands, they don't have any way to defend themselves other than their mouth. So if for some reason they do feel scared, that's all they can do to protect themselves. So they aren't trying to be mean and vicious, it's just literally all they can do to protect themselves. Since this is a male, he's not going to get as big as females get.
Wiggle, wiggle.
Their setups are very simple too, it's very minimal, it's all very easy. Like I said, go-to beginner snake if you're looking for something that's just gonna get your feet wet, or if you just want something in general that's easy and still fun, these guys are it. Not to mention, they look adorable as babies because they are tiny worms. Alright, so a little info about these guys before I put them away. Now, corn snakes are also known as the red rat snake because they are a species of rat snake. These guys are found in the southeastern region of the US, but as pets, they're found all over. They actually are commonly found in gardens and around people's houses. These guys also in the wild are known to eat lizards and birds on top of eating small rodents, but in captivity we normally just stick to small rodents. It definitely does not hurt though if you want to switch up their diet every once in a while and give them frozen thawed chicks, but usually we just stick to rodents just to not cause complications and make them get picky maybe about their diet. Now these guys are not arboreal species, but they are known in the wild to climb trees. So if you do want to add some things for them to explore in their cage, it definitely won't hurt. They will use it sometimes to explore and look around. Their average length as an adult is around 3 feet, but they can get up to 4 and 5 feet, but not very commonly. Now, of course, females are much more likely to get bigger, while males will max out sometimes at 2.5 to 3 feet. These guys are seasonal breeders. They mate in the spring and lay eggs in early summer. Now, these snakes are egg layers, and they will lay up to 30 eggs in one go. So these are actually the most popular pet snake. People normally think of ball pythons when you think of the most popular pet snake, but these guys take the cake, and it's not without reason. These guys make amazing pets, rarely have health problems if you take care of them right, and they are just super chill, easygoing. Like I said, they will move more so than other kinds of snakes. Ball pythons, for example, are just gonna sit there 90% of the time. These guys are going to be moving 90% of the time. So they're very interested in everything going on. They love to explore, and in my opinion, they are pretty much always sweethearts. I love these guys. They're awesome, and I would love to explore different kinds of rat snakes in the future to own. Their care is relatively a piece of cake, but I'll run you through it anyway. Now, a corn snake that is in really good health and cared for really well will live anywhere from 14 to 20 years. So again, please make sure you're ready to have one of these for a good amount of time. Do not get one of these for your little kid that's, 10 years old because you think, they want a snake, they like snakes, and you think they're gonna take care of it. Please don't do that. If you're gonna get a snake for your kid, understand it's your pet that you're taking care of for them to enjoy. It's not up to them to take care of. It's really good to teach responsibility, yes, but do not do that to the animal. Teach them responsibility, but also make sure that they're cared for, please.